towards dog pedophilia. It's a slippery slope. I actually had to call the cops recently on my housemate when I found him for the 3rd time with his dick in the cornflakes. It turns out he's a serial rapist. Guys, it was terrible. I had to make a police report. They started asking all these questions like, yeah, but what was the serial wearing? And the more that this investigation went on, the more actually came to light about my housemate and what he'd been doing. It turns out he would profile his victims. He was looking for something that was just right. He would look for serials that were not only low GI, but also low in self-esteem. And he was racially motivated too. You know, he'd go for rice bubbles, but not Cocoa Pops. And in one particularly disturbing incident, he took advantage of some special K. Lighter news though, in Germany they've started using a special warning label on foods for people with wheat intolerances. They're calling it a Glutental. It's actually quite fashionable these days, the whole gluten-free thing. A lot of people are, jumping out of the bread bin and onto the bandwagon. But for some people, it's not just a fashion statement, it's actually a really serious allergy. And I don't want to make fun of them. I don't want to, rag on the celiacs. It was actually a celiac who took my virginity. He said he preferred things deflowered. I've been around the traps a little bit, romantically speaking. I too am bisexual, so we should talk. It's great though, it means there's twice as many people out there for me to be rejected by. But no, in all seriousness, I have had my fair share of relationships. I think my love life is like a rich fruit salad, if you will. My first boyfriend was like light cheese. You know those little slimy white balls? These days, I'm actually married. I've been married for 7 years now. And so these days it's less like light cheese and more like, well, prunes. Nothing against prunes. I love a good prune. They're soft and comforting. There's the occasional wrinkle. And every now and again they are great for clearing out the back passage. My first girlfriend, on the other hand, she would be like a pineapple. Prickly exterior, but sweet on the inside. And her juices will dribble down your chin. She's actually not the only pineapple I've dated. There was one guy who, he was really into like titty fucking. He would be more like a tinned pineapple. The kind who comes in cans. Whatever you do not date a durian. Ooh. And I actually found out one of my exes got a vasectomy recently, so now in my head he's kind of like a genetically modified watermelon. Seedless. Then there was the cucumber. Now that's not a metaphor, I was just going through a dry spell. But I think the big takeaway here, the silver lining, is that even though all those relationships eventually soured, at least I've never been raped. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.